first met Bill and Sue probably in about 1977 when I was dating Kay, and I started going to family holiday dinners and functions up in Longview. And I grew up in a family, my mother's side is Finnish, and they're very quiet, reserved people. And when I met Kay's family, they were very quiet, reserved, and it was kind of tough to make conversation because the conversation would flag, and if I wasn't carrying it, I got to feel a little uncomfortable. And then finally this couple arrived at Archie and Dorothy's house, Bill and Sue, and the whole demeanor of the gathering changed. They were like a breath of fresh air and energy that came into the room, and Bill was always talking about something, and I had to pay attention because there was always a little different twist to it, and as I thought about it, the humor in it would start to build, and I got to the point where I really enjoyed spending time with Bill and Sue because they were kind of the offbeat side of the family, but in a very fun, supportive way, and always interested in theater and music. So it was a totally different conversation. But it was clear to me from the very beginning that Kay had a very special relationship with Bill, that he really was more than a cousin, but probably more like a brother to her. And there was great fondness and affection between them, and they really enjoyed each other's company.
Meeting at my parents' place for family dinners, and Bill, of course, was always the entertainment in the living room with, I don't know, he just had marvelous things, like the eyeglasses that had a hole cut right here, and of course you're going to say, excuse me, but why do you have a hole in your glasses?
Let air in on his eyeball, and keep the glass, and that helped his eye, but it also kept the glasses from fogging up.
I got these glasses on sale. They were owned by a guy who'd been shot.
Like a pitot tube. It was when he was riding his unicycle, he wanted to know how fast he was going, so he had the one eye that didn't have the hole, and so he got a static pressure there, and there's air coming in this one, so you could feel how fast the air was coming in. You could tell how fast he was going.
He was practicing making a contact lens.
Because he had glaucoma, and that created a lot of pain, and that the doctors recommended marijuana for the pain of glaucoma, and that the little round hole in the glasses was where he put the joint, the marijuana cigarettes, so that he could treat his glaucoma.
He had a magnifying eye, so when he wanted to read some small print or a map or something on a blueprint where he needed to concentrate, he'd just focus his eye on that hole, and it would extend his power.
They'd be easy to hang on a hook by the bed at night.
He said, these glasses were once owned by the founder of Las Vegas, Bugsy Seagull. And then he explained that the hole in the glasses where, when they finally shot Bugsy Seagull, that's where the bullet had gone.
Well, that hole was a mystery for everybody, and your dad had a different story, I think, for everybody, and I really believe that we don't really know what that hole was ever for.
Then one day Bill showed up without a hole in his glasses, and of course the hole in the glasses had been interesting, and we all knew the explanations about why that hole was there. But now we all wanted to know, where is the hole in your glasses? So this is Bill Putanza, was such a guy that he could get interest out of people by not having a hole in his glasses. So we're all looking at him and saying, gee whiz, where'd the hole in your glasses go, Bill? And Bill said, when the hole in his glasses was gone, I remember one of his answers, the first one he gave me was, I was at home and Oral Roberts came on television. He was going to heal people on the television. He asked us to come close to the screen. So I put my hand out on the screen of the television, and the hole in my glasses healed up.
The real story, I think, was that he was nearsighted, and so when he wanted to read something, he has glasses to compensate so he could see farther, and when he wanted to read something, he'd pull his glasses up so he could read it, look at his watch and stuff. And I suppose he could have gotten bifocals, but that's, once again, what you would normally do, and Dad normally didn't do what you normally do. So he had an ophthalmologist friend, and he said, I want a hole drilled right there, and so that he can look through it to read his watch or read something really quick, you know, look at a phone book or something like that. But he had lots of stories for what that hole was for.